Some people just don't need to know everything. And if somebody feeling obligated to know everything about you, reconsider that friendship of what is for you and what's not for you. Reconsider who is really for you and what's not for you. Welcome to the Essence of True Self podcast, where we affirm I am the son of my creation. Here I focus on mindfulness, limiting belief, self-care, spirituality, and overall becoming your true self. I'm your host, Oriana, a book, tea, and self-development lover. I give you tips and tricks of what I learned on my self-development journey so you can apply to yours. If you're interested, keep listening. Hey, welcome back to the Essence of True Self podcast. I'm your host, Oriana, and I hope your week, your day, your evening is doing pretty well. If not, of course, I'm sending you love and light in this time. And I just want to let you know I do readings and do consultations, one-on-one mentorship. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and click the links in the description box. Everything you need to know is going to be in the description box below. And let's get into the breathing and saying our affirmation. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And now we're going to say our affirmations. I am the son of my creation. I'm the son of my creation. I'm the son of my creation. I hope that brings you back into the present moment and grounds you and center you in this moment to be open and receptive to the message I have for you today. As you can tell by the title today is Move in Silence until you achieve your goal slash evil eye and jealousy. I think we all have that person. We used to be that person or had somebody in our life that give us like jealousy vibes and evil eye vibes, and we really didn't take the hint about it. We just brush it off, but later down the line they just showed us who they truly are. We all had somebody like that, or we were somebody like that, until we grow and heal and evolve and trying to understand ourselves, right? So, yeah. And first, let me just start with the first part. So, I want to talk about moving in silence until you achieve your goals, because a lot of people will send you evil eye and negative energy and jealousy towards you. What is evil eye? Evil eye is pretty much anybody like that can be jealousy, negativities, negative thoughts, and talking down on your goals and what you're achieving. So they speak in negativity of what you want to achieve in your life. It can be conscious, subconscious, and unconscious, because a lot of people don't really process their own trauma and be aware of how they really feel. So whatever they saying and projecting onto you is really how they feel about themselves. I always say that. So we have to be aware and conscious of the little things of what people are saying to us about our goals and what we want to achieve in our life, and realize some people you just don't need to tell anything to, and move in silence. You're gonna feel, when I started doing this before I decided I wanted to do my podcast, when I just started just retreating and just come back to myself, it helps me be more in tune and enjoying my solitude and time and being in tune with my mind, body, and spirit, not just in tune of being sadness. Because solitude is whatever you create it to be, but also finding inner peace in the unknowing of what it is that's about to happen in the solitude, and moving in silence and listening to God, universe, source messages that's flowing to you, because you're not going to be able to hear what the universe and God is trying to tell you, because you have somebody in your ear telling you, oh, you can't do this, oh, you can't do that. So you absorb that negative belief about what your goals is. But when you move in silence and you just decide, like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and I'm like, okay, let me just figure out how this gonna go. Let me see how this gonna head into my life. So how we gonna do this? And just pretty much make the game plan with yourself, and then do a little pop out and be like, boom, yeah, I've been created in the silence. Here go the big news. You know what I'm saying? Are you looking for a spiritual self development community? And are you looking for a tribe that helps you grow and elevate your mind, but also have a witchy spirituality aspect of it? If you really want that, check out my Patreon, and it'll be in the description box below. And it's all about becoming your true self. If you want to work together as a team or like a community to help us elevate, we'll be doing book clubs, spiritual practices, what's the differences about spirituality and religion, and being more open-minded about other cultures and belief, while we read witchy books as well from our witchy girls out there, to pretty much get into the herbalism of life and living life in a ever evolving way. But if you really want to tap into the Patreon, it's in the link below, in the show notes, the description, and I hope to see you there. Please join, and we can elevate and grow together. Because you can feel more in tune of what you really need to do, and following the signs and messages that the universe is trying to send to you. So a lot of benefits come from just moving in silence. Because I used to be, when we are excited about something, we want to tell the whole world. And we been like that as a kid, and it can be like some type of kid trauma response if you haven't been seen or heard for acknowledgement of your goals and what you have achieved. So you feel like you have to tell everybody that what you're doing step by step, so you can feel like you're doing something. But a lot of times when we tell people what we're gonna do, we end up not doing it because we told somebody, and they can be sending us evil eye or jealousy, and we're not really being aware of that, because we just thinking like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and then the next minute you don't even have the energy, the capacity to actually complete what you want to do. And when I start telling people what I was doing, like, I only told people I really trust what my goals is, and there's other people just gonna be in the dark until I just launch whatever I'm trying to launch, or achieve whatever I'm trying to achieve in that time. And it really made me trust myself 10 times more, in following my intuition and following who I am in these moments when I'm getting these messages from the divine, and not feeling like I need to get that validation, and the instant validation. Let's just call it that. The instant validation. But really, we have to validate ourselves through the moments when we get messages from the divine, and pretty much moving in silence and being aware of what is for us and what is not for us, and being okay with just not telling people everything, being okay of being aware of what is for you and what's not for you, pretty much what I was saying. But moving in silence have actually made me achieve so much in my life. Of course, this podcast and other things that I've been doing behind the scenes, of course my business. But it's the simple fact that we feel like we need to tell somebody what we're doing. We feel like we need that validation. But really, ourself is telling us we need to validate what we're doing in our own journey. Because we don't do that, we gonna constantly keep seeking and seeking. And then when we gonna get what we want, what we expect from other people is gonna pretty much diminish how we feel about ourselves. But once you're not putting that pressure on other people to be something that they're not, it will shine a light of what's really for you and what's not for you. So, yeah. And we all met somebody who was just down and dumps in their life, and they just constantly project on us and give us the evil eye and the jealousy. But really, you just gotta brush it off and return back to center. Say a little mantra or prayer, or just an affirmation to send back whatever energy that was not in your highest good back to its center, because it's not for you. You know you don't feel that way about your goals, and if you're feeling that stagnant and sad energy of like, I don't want to do anything, that lack feeling, do that affirmation or whatever affirmation you want to send back to its center, and see how much you feel better, and pretty much continue to push towards that goal. Don't allow somebody around you to make you feel like you're not worthy for something you really want out of life. And pretty much life is what we make it. We can't just keep deciding what other people make for us. We have to make the decision to do what we want to do. We are the star and the director of our show, so why is we giving the role to somebody else? So take the driver's seat in your life and start moving in silence. Make it achieving goals in silence, and show the world who you truly are when the goal is achieved. Yeah, that's pretty much what Spirit told me to tell y'all today. And a lot of people don't realize they just be projecting and having these subconscious belief about themselves, and they don't never really process how they feel about themselves. So it's just like a lot of projection here and there. And learn to just keep things to yourself. It's not secrecy, it's privacy, and honoring yourself and your decisions. When people's like, oh, you withhold information from me, you lying to me, that's not necessarily lying. It's trusting that certain people don't need to know everything about you. Some people just don't need to know everything. And if somebody feeling obligated to know everything about you, reconsider that friendship of what is for you and what's not for you. Reconsider who is really for you and what's not for you. Because people should be okay when they're knowing everything about you. Constantly learn about you when you're willing to give information to them, instead of trying to dig out information from you. That's not really a good friend, a family member, or a associate. Just like, you know what, be like, okay, yeah, this pretty much what I had today, and then just go on about your day. You don't have to be rude. You don't have to be mean. Just let people know that, like, yeah, I'm not ready to talk about it right now, or just move on from that, because not everybody is obligated to what you have to say, or what you're trying to achieve, or what you're trying to do in your life. Not everybody needs to know that. Not everybody needs to know that. But yeah, I just hope somebody just understand what I'm trying to put out in this video, and just move in silence. Achieve your goals. Make things happen for yourself. Stop looking for validation outside of you to achieve what you really want to achieve. Until next time, family. And if you're not already booked a session with me, a reading with me, a coaching session with me, all the information will be down below. Much love, family. And until next time.